They are small, light, fast, and absolutely deadly. At first glance, they appear soulful and serene, but disguised in those bodies are nature's most brutal predators. There's nothing heavenly about these little insects. In the eyes of the tiny killer mantis, no prey is too large. Whether it's a cat, a mouse, or even a snake, be sure that they will attack with a severe degree of savagery. It sounds like fiction, but you will be surprised at what more this fascinating insect can do. Stay around as we break down the insane biology of mantis. Mantises, commonly known as praying mantis, are small insects with a lot of guts. Their long front grasping legs fold and bend together at an angle in a gesture that resembles the devotion posture, hence their name. This, together with their rather triangular humanoid heads, endears them to even the most insectophobic people among us, with the Chinese naming them the heavenly horses. Praying mantises are stalk and ambush predators. This calls for a degree of stealthiness with minimal to no movement. To facilitate this, the praying mantises have a long neck, which enables periscopic mobility. This means that they can turn their triangular heads 180 degrees without moving any other part of their bodies, a technique that comes in handy when hunting. When ready to strike, mantises move with precision at a lightning speed. It completes one leap within a tenth of a second. This speed is hard to see with the naked eye, and a video showing them striking had to be slowed down to a tenth of the actual speed for researchers to watch. In a single attack, the mantis can strike as many as 5 times, with the slowest striking speed ever recorded being 200 millimeters per second. Their attacks are calibrated, pausing mid-strike as if to correct their position before landing the strike, a technique that is the first of its kind in the insect kingdom. With this, it is believed that the mantises calculate the trajectory and speed of their prey, pinpointing perfectly the exact moment to attack. For such a small brain, that's some geek-level kind of math. The strikes target the vital organs of their prey, with fatality as the endgame. This style of attack is so effective that it has earned a name in the martial arts world as the Imperial Praying Mantis Kung Fu style. Hoo-yah! It is believed that during China's Song Dynasty in 1179, monks in the Shaolin Temple observed how the mantis weakens its opponents before developing this ferocious style of Kung Fu. Just like in the praying mantis attacks, the Imperial Praying Mantis Kung Fu style is a lethal combat technique that is employed during hand-to-hand combat. It is a style that involves the highest levels of weaponry training and body toughening. It is deployed by its masters on their opponents, targeting their vital points like the joints, eyes, and nerve centers, attacking from all directions with fast and precise strikes that unbalance the opponent. With its fast strikes and with the legs and arms attacking in vertical, diagonal, and horizontal circles, it ensures the unification of mind, soul, and body, with the body moving as a unit. No wonder it has survived the annals of time, and it's still lethal as ever, all thanks to the praying mantis. To make their hunting sprees even easier, praying mantises come in all colors, camouflaging perfectly with their surroundings, be it flowers, the savanna, green vegetation, as well as branches and sticks. They look so convincing that their unsuspecting prey instantly meets their death without ever knowing what hit them. They provide the most natural pest control to gardeners because they feed on aphids, grasshoppers, crickets, butterflies, bees, and beetles. However, the praying mantis is one picky eater. It can only eat live food. Their 2 forelegs are equipped with rows of sharp spikes that grasp their prey as they feed. If the prey tries to free itself, the sharp spikes tear the skin, making it even more painful and difficult for the prey to escape. Watching the mantis eat is a gruesome sight, as they consume the head first, while the prey writhes in pain before eventually dying. Their mandibles are capable of tearing apart tough skin, including that of a chameleon. For them to be the formidable predators that they are, They rely on their sharp eyesight to catch their prey. The positioning of their large compound eyes allows them the advantage of a wide field of vision. The phorea of their eyes is concentrated with photoreceptors that allow them to see in 3D as well as track and focus with a perfect degree of acuity. With such eyes, you can be sure that no movement near the mantis will go unnoticed. Scientists in the robotics engineering industry have studied and used this mantis trait to develop better vision in robotics technology. However, despite being a seasoned killer, the praying mantis is not short of predators of its own. As it is in the rule of nature, once in a while, the hunter will eventually become the hunted. Its natural predators are mostly lizards, spiders, birds, snakes, and bats. When threatened, the praying mantis deploys a defensive mechanism known as the cryptic reaction that tends to fool its attacker. The mantis stands up on its hind legs and then beats its wings to scare away the predator, while its two raptorial forelegs are raised over its triangular head. This stature makes the mantis appear more ferocious and bigger than it actually is. Since they are long and narrow, the praying mantises find it hard to withstand attacks from perpendicular directions. To avert this, the praying mantis uses their raised raptorial legs to deflect direct attacks while moving in circular motions. Predators that are more persistent with their attack are then struck by the mantis using its spiked legs and sometimes even bitten by its mandibles. Like all other creatures, the praying mantis is not immune to flaws. One of its shocking flaws is that the praying mantis has only one ear. The ear is located on its underbelly just before its hind legs. As one might have guessed, this is disadvantageous to the mantis because it makes it hard for the mantis to figure out the origin of the sound. It is simply not able to quickly figure out from which side the bat that is preying on them is attacking. However, this weird location of their single ear does not make them inferior creatures. From time to time, they are still capable of detecting ultrasounds produced by bats that are hunting using echolocation. If it detects an incoming bat while mid-flight, the praying mantis drops to the ground and plays dead, evading its pursuer. When it comes to reproduction, the praying mantis undergoes incomplete metamorphosis. They only develop in 3 stages: the egg, nymph, and then adult. This incomplete development results in the young ones looking like adults after hatching but only in smaller sizes. With a lifespan of 1 to 4 months, the praying mantis only mates once in the fall or autumn months of their short life. After mating, the females produce a huge egg mass rich in tanning agents and proteins. The proteins in the mass are the source of food for the young ones to use as they develop, while the tanning agents form an encasing that protects the eggs. This egg mass is called an ootheca. A single ootheca can contain between 100 to 200 eggs. This large number of eggs increases the chances of survival for the young ones as they develop during the toughest period of the year, the winter. During the winter months, the temperatures are extremely low and food sources are limited. Many of the nymphs die during this period. In addition, being the notorious predators that they are, the grown praying mantises will often prey on their kind during these times. If lucky to not die of hunger or from being eaten by their mothers, the younglings who live past the nymph stage will hatch in the spring season when their environment comes to life again. Here, they will then live in solitude, protecting and feeding themselves. The praying mantises also practice sexual cannibalism. During the mating season, most of the males do not make it to the end of the season. Immediately after, or even during mating, the female mantises use their mandibles to attack, biting off the male's head first and eating them whole. Being sexually dimorphic, the female mantises are larger compared to the males, which together with the element of surprise favors the outcome of the attacks in the female's way. Studies have shown that between 13 to 28% of these mating confrontations end in sexual cannibalism. Additionally, this cannibalistic behavior has been found to be advantageous as the females who devour their males tend to produce more eggs. It is safe to say that not even their family is safe from these vicious little creatures.